Hi everyone, I'm Manisha from KLM International School and I'm here today to help you figure out if your child between the ages of 3 years or 5 years is delayed in language or speech. And I'm going to give you some really easy tips that you can implement in your daily life. If your child is turning 4, that would be his chronicle age. Well, let's say he only puts 2 words together. Then he had really be functioning at 2 years mark. If you start implementing some of the tips that I'm going to be saying in this video, that's going to help a lot. In this video, I'm going to be looking at 3 areas. First is articulation, which is specific speech sounds. Second is language. There is receptive and expressive language. Third is social pragmatics, which includes eye contact, body language, and appropriate use of language to navigate through social situations. Between the ages of 3 and 4, articulation wise, they should be able to say M, N, B, P, D, T's, K, G's, W's, H's and Y's. And they should be able to say these words in the initial position of the word and in the final position of the word. Receptive language wise, that means they don't have to just say something that they are doing just to show that they understand language. They actually should understand some colors and simple shapes. So red, blue, green and some simple shapes like circles, triangles and squares. Next comes the expressive language. Expressive language wise, they should now be able to put 4 words in a sentence. They should be able to tell stories. They should be able to answer simple questions. Suppose if you put multiple sentences to tell a story, they should be able to give simple answers like who, when, how, why. They should be able to start learning rhyming words, pronouns and plurals. So rhyming words like cat, hat, pronouns like I, we, you, plurals, that is simply to put S at the end of a word. So socially, they should respond if you call them from another room. So call them from another room. They'll hear you and they'll start coming over. They should like to talk about their day, how their day was. They should love having play dates. That is when you start having kids over of same age and they start interacting socially. They should be able to answer simple questions. They should be asked questions like how, when, why. And they should be able to identify emotion. If someone is sad, if someone is happy, if someone is crying. Some of the simple tips that you can do at home is take any old magazine, cut out some pictures from it, start including categories. Ask them which one is a plant, which one is an animal, which one is food. You can also ask them find where you can see green color, where you can see orange color. In this way, you can cut out some more pictures from the magazine and ask them to paste animals on the one side and some vehicles on the other side. Next is to include them in your daily routine. If you're washing dishes and if you have some plastic ones, ask them to dry the dishes for you. If you're going for grocery, take them along with you. Ask them to find apples. Where are the apples? Go find them, but don't touch it. I'm following you. If you are cooking in kitchen and you are mixing things and you are putting in things, make sure they're watching you. Or maybe they can help you under some supervision. Dress up and role play is so important here. I'm the doctor and you're the patient. You're the teacher and I'm the student. Following the directions of what we do naturally as adults, they learn at this age. Now we'll discuss about ages 4 to 5 years old. Articulation wise, they should be able to say M, N, B, P, D, T, K, G, W, H, Y and Ch, Sh and J. And again, they should be able to say these at the beginning of the word and at the end of the word. Next is receptive language wise. Receptive language wise, they should be able to follow some classroom instructions. That is, really getting ready for the kindergarten or school in general. So ask them to sit on a chair and draw a circle on paper. They should know more numbers, more letters, more shapes and more colors. Expressive language wise, they should be able to tell a story. They should be able to understand sequencing. Now the sentences will be long. They'll include more verbs and some past tense verbs as well. Some can be incorrect or wrong. It's basically the irregular ones like go and went. They can say I goed to the store. So here they added ed with go. That's wrong, but that's okay. At least they know what is verb over here. They put ed to show that it was past tense. At this age, socially they are starting to have best friends. They love play dates. They should be able to understand when they need to whisper and when they can use louder voices. They should be able to respond simple questions like what did you say and some other simple questions. They should be able to respond, make eye contact and formulate an answer. Next is what we can do to help. We can work on sequencing. First we did this, then we did this. You can recap the whole day with them. Ask them about rhymings, ask them about opposites and a lot of language here. When it comes to categories, we can dive in a little bit deeper here. We can start teasing apart different items within a category. Like a car is a vehicle, so is a bus. A bus is also a vehicle. But a plane flies in the air. How are these similar and how are they different? Books are also great for this. Reading books, you don't have to go read the whole book for this. You can kind of make up some word for this, or you can have your child read it for you or make a story for you, or you can simply talk about the pictures, how these are same, how these are different. Let's say you're in a car and you're driving. You could play I Spy out of the window. You could categorize things out the window. How many vehicles do you see out there? I see a car. I see a plane. Acting, movies, plays or dramas, it is just a great way for kids to learn through all their senses. They're going to experience the language and they'll be much more efficient with their learning. If you are a working parent and you don't have much time to sit there and act it out, let's say your grandparents are kind enough to help you with the child care. Role play and dress up is pretty much easy. They could just sit around on the chair and the child will adapt. They'll bring them some outfits and the child will pretty much tell you what to do with it. I also want to emphasize on board games. Board games are very important for learning rules, waiting, turn taking, how to win and how to lose. You can have your child help you with your daily activities. Suppose if you're going to a grocery store, you can ask, we are going to grocery store today, what do you think we need today? You can write it down and then you both can make a list together and then you guys are ready to go. So that's all for today's video. I hope this video was helpful. So go ahead and start implementing these tips. You will see much progress. Thank you.